Hello and welcome to the AEW 2 Point Show. I am your host, Allie, aka The Bunny. Today we have so many exciting things to talk to you about, but first, I need to introduce my guest host today. The one and only, she's my favorite rep, Aubrey.
Hello! Hi everyone.
Hello.
Thanks for having me.
Of course.
I definitely invited myself onto this show last month, so.
You did. But you
Allie
did great.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. It's been a very, very busy few weeks for me, so I'm glad that I could come here, spend some time, we could hang out.
Yeah. Oh, I like hanging with you.
I like hanging with you.
All right, so what are we talking about today? First and foremost.
Oh wow, so overview of today, we have a small little update on Casino. Elite General Manager has been in beta, so we can talk about that a little bit. And then a little preview of from console game. So
Kenny?
I don't know, but I've heard a couple little things. Don't get too excited.
Okay,
but,
I'll try not to. Right.
Okay. But I mean, it's nice. Like anytime we hear something about the console game, like the reason that you're the host now is because Kenny is like super busy.
So busy.
Making the console game.
Yes.
So he had to go do that, and he's checking in with us. I like it. He's keeping his word.
I like that.
Keeping his
Well, I told
word.
him he can only come back on the show if he has an update. It has to be a real update. I
There
told
you
him
go.
that.
So this is a small update. That's why it's a small update.
It's a small update. Okay, so let's talk about the casino game. But before we do, I have to say, I heard that Alex Marvez is a little bit.
He's a big fan.
Can we say obsessed?
Obsessed might be good. Like
Obsessed
every
is
time
a
I
good
see
word
him,
for it.
he's like, "Hey, I'm real into this casino game." So I'm like, cool, awesome, great. But in all honesty, there's a lot of people playing this game, and it's, well, you know, we've heard the feedback that like there could be more AEW stuff, and honestly, that's one of the things that I really like about mobile game development is that the game is never actually done. You're always constantly updating. So it's out there. We've got a really strong player base. People are playing constantly, more than just Marvez. Like,
Yeah, that's right.
And we're actually seeing a little bit of money come in, which is good for AEW games because that helps all of our future projects.
Yeah.
So we've got a couple things that we've put out in a recent update. We've got a lot of gifts that you can give people at tables now. We've got Sting's face paint, AEW championship belts. We've got a lot of different stuff. And we've got more updates coming. We've got some slot machines that are specific to AEW.
Ooh.
Yeah, more graphics and stuff, just kind of integrating more of the brand into the game because that's the biggest thing that players want to see. That's the biggest thing I want to see. Like, it's a good casino game. It's really solid. I love playing poker, but you know, I want it to feel like an AEW game, and I think
Yeah.
we're doing our best work that we can to do that as quickly as possible.
Yeah, totally. And some of our AEW friends have been playing the game on Twitch, which
That's
is very
right.
exciting. One of my favorite people, Brandon Cutler, has been playing as well. You know how much I love him.
You love him.
Just love him. But I feel like what's really fun about playing with a bunch of friends is you're not just playing the game, you're playing the game and it's social, and you have your friends to interact with.
That's exactly that's exactly the point. One of the reasons why we made this game in the first place is I don't like going to a casino and playing poker because it's kind of like.
Is it because you're really bad at it?
Well, no, I'm actually really good, and I've gotten better since I started playing AEW
Of course.
Casino, Double or Nothing. But one of the things I really like about poker is just the social element of it. Like going out to a friend's house, having a couple drinks, playing some poker, making fun of people, catching up on life. And I feel like the social element of playing cards and casino games in general is something that really draws people to that.
Yeah.
So I like being able to see all of our AEW talent that we've seen them play Among Us, we've seen them play other games, and now we're seeing them play Casino, and we see kind of that social interaction
Yeah.
that's coming up. So that's been really,
We love
really
that.
satisfying.
We love that. Okay, so moving right along.
Yes.
Let's talk about your project.
Yes. Oh my God. So
Your baby.
My
It's her
baby. Yes. So Elite General Manager recently went into beta. We had a closed public beta, which basically just meant the game was available, but you still had to sign up for it. So you couldn't go to the App Store and see it, but it basically allowed us to slowly add people to the beta in a way that sort of helped us achieve our goals. And our goals for this beta were to fix a lot of bugs. One of the, I just talked about things I really like about mobile game development. One of the things that's really difficult with mobile game development is there are a lot of phones. There are a lot of tablets, and there's Android, there's iOS, and everybody's got their own thing that they run. Like, it's complicated. And you could have a game that works on, a bunch of different iPhones, but then one of the issues we ran into is the game just automatically crashed on iPhone 8. Just that one in general. It's something that we totally missed, and we've learned like different resolutions for phones. That's different things that we have to keep in mind. But also, it's a multiplayer game, and we finally got to release multiplayer. People have been playing it.
I've been playing it.
Yes, it's been awesome. I just love seeing all of the people coming together, playing the game, trying to make their own version of Dynamite, putting it up against someone else's, and then just seeing all the positive feedback from the community. But one of the big things that I wanted out of this beta in particular was being able to push our server as hard as possible. And the only way you can do that is just with the number of devices increasing. So we started small, added a couple people, and there was more like, I want to get in this beta. I see people talking about it on Twitter. Let me have it. And then other talent would reach out to me like, hey, I just saw myself in a video game. Can I play it?
Yes, I was very excited to see myself in a video game. Are you kidding me?
It was great. Like Danny Limelight had posted a video. It was like, oh yeah, here I am beating Colton Gunn, and Colton's like, this would never happen. So yeah, there we go. But it's been really good. We learned a lot of stuff about just kind of the things we need to do prior to launching this game. We got a lot of good feedback, a lot of good suggestions for future features that we definitely plan to implement once the game comes out, either before or after, depending on our timeline. We also had a lot of really fun bugs.
Let's hear them.
Oh my God. One of the first ones we ended up fixing was Sheeta was basically OP, that every time her finisher was used, it would totally crash the game.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, she was champion at the time, so it only makes sense.
I think it makes
only
sense.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
We also had a couple other finishers, like I think last month we showed Nyla's, and there's that giant demon that comes in at the end of Beast Bomb. So one of the things that would happen is that the assets wouldn't unload from memory, so you had this just beast head hanging around the rest of the match, which a lot of people were like, this is a terrifying bug, can you please fix this? Please? Oh
I don't know, I kind of like that.
Right. We also had just the general stuff, like we had phones overheating, batteries were dying super fast. So a lot of little things that we can fix, typos, adding a couple more little UI elements here and there to kind of help guide people through what's happening. So both the really fun stuff and then both like the stuff that you just know you need to fix.
Of course. You know what I like hearing? This really sounds like a labor of love.
It is.
And I love that you're getting feedback.
It
outside feedback and then implementing that into the game, which is very exciting.
Like you referred to this as my baby, and the thing I've been telling people is that testing your game is really hard because you've been the only one actually looking at it for months. And in this case, we started development early last year. So I've been the literal like only person holding this baby, and then once beta started, I'm like, here, hold my baby, and people spit all over it, and they tell me it's ugly, and it's kind of this like, oh no, I'm scared. But
Right.
it's like when you're wrestling and you have a match in front of a crowd for the first time. Just like, oh my God, I'm gonna suck.
Right.
Like you just kind of expect that whole imposter syndrome of like, this game's gonna be terrible. But you know what? I actually had Tony play it.
Oh.
And he is in fact the elite general manager, and he approved it.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, which is terrifying when you have your boss texting you saying, hey, I wanna play your game. And I'm like, oh my God, okay, not nervous at all. Sure, yeah, hook you up, buddy. It'll be fine. It'll totally be fine. But luckily it was.
Of course
So
it was.
We had a really successful beta. We may or may not be having another beta in the near future. Hint, hint. So if you signed up and you didn't get in, don't worry, don't fret. There's still an opportunity to play.
Well, there you go. You heard that here first. Another beta, another opportunity to play.
Yeah.
It's very exciting.
Very exciting.
All right, now we are gonna head on over to Kenny Omega, who has a small AEW console update for us.
I haven't seen this. I'm excited to see
I'm
what it is.
excited. I'm excited. Okay, take it away, Kenny.
Howdy folks, Kenny Omega here. Now I remember before resigning from AEW 2 Show that I would be back. Not when I had something just to tell you, but when I had something to show you. So without any further ado, I'm very excited to give you guys a little bit of a sneak peek of Darby Allin's character model. Hope you guys enjoy, and hope you guys look forward to new and late-breaking news on future AEW 2 Show episodes. Goodbye and good night.
That was exciting. Darby Allin!
Yay! I'm super pumped.
Me too!
Right. I know it's been a while since we've heard anything about the console game, and Kenny used to be the host here. Now he's going to work on it. So I like that he's come back and given us something.
Yes, well, I told him he can only come if he has real news. I feel like that was real news.
It's absolutely real news.
Yeah.
And one of the things that I see a lot of questions about on Twitter is why don't we have more updates about the console game? Which is a fair question. Like I have that same question too. Like I want to see it. Like because it's exciting, it's awesome, and this is the game that everyone's been waiting for, right? But one of the things I don't think people know about game development is the bigger the game and the bigger the scope, the more difficult it is, the more moving parts you have. So something like building a character model for Darby, like you have a concept artist, you have a modeler, you have someone who can rig the skeleton, you have an animator, you have someone to make the texture, you have to figure out how the animations work with other characters. There's all of these things that go into it, and making a single character model can take anywhere between 3 and 6 months.
Wow.
Just for a single character. So we're seeing Darby. I'm sure there's other things that are definitely like other characters getting made along the process, but part of the reason Kenny's involved is so he can make sure that everything that comes out with that game is going to be top notch.
It's on point. We love him for it.
We love Kenny.
All right, that is all we have for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed the updates.
Yes.
Very exciting stuff.
Lots of stuff. Constant movement forward.
That always moving forward. And did you have fun?
I did have fun.
Did you like being on the show?
I do. I like being in this wonderful establishment, Keg and Coin in Jacksonville. Thank
We
you very
love
much
it.
for hosting us.
Uh-huh.
This is always great.
Uh-huh.
We go over and play all the games and stuff before we start filming.
No, we don't. We don't. We always
We
stay on
absolutely
point.
don't. We're very professional. We don't play any games when we're here at all.
Well, you are more than welcome to come back and co-host with me anytime you'd like.
I would love that.
Yeah. And we love you guys. So thanks for watching the AEW 2-Point Show. I am Allie.
I'm Aubrey.
And we'll see you guys on the next one.
Bye.
Bye.